Hello. Thank you for joining us as we begin Year 6 of Affordable Care Act health coverage reporting. My name is Jeff Kantorowski, and I'll be walking you through the IRS reporting highlights for 2020. This is our required disclosure statement that this webinar is not intended to provide legal or tax advice. Our agenda includes key items, updates, and deadlines to keep in mind as you embark on 2020 reporting. Our Executive Director, Lisa Duquette, achieved and maintains a Certified Healthcare Reform Specialist designation represented with the seal you see here. Lisa, along with Melissa Perot and Jessica Monjou, are ready to support your follow-up questions. For a little bit of background, the IRS created Internal Revenue Code 6055 and 6056 for administration of the Affordable Care Act's health insurance requirements. It is important to know that all school care member employer groups must report as a sponsor of a self-funded health plan. Internal Revenue Code Section 6055 is applicable to employers with less than 50 full-time equivalent employees using Forms 1094B and 1095B, also referred to as the B forms, while Section 6056 of the Internal Revenue Code is for applicable large employers or ALEs with more than 50 full-time equivalent employees. ALEs report using the 1094C and the 1095C or C forms detailing offers and enrollment in employer-sponsored coverage, providing minimal essential coverage. Reporting must include any individual covered by the school care plans, including part-time employees, early retirees, and COBRA participants. Please note, it does not include reporting on Medicare supplement plans, such as the School Care 65 Plus plans. You will note that both employee forms 1095B and C have updates. Employers with under 50 employees using Form 1095B will note a new Code G for individual coverage HRAs. To the best of our knowledge, none of you are offering this type of plan. Instead, continue to use Code B for school care plans. For our applicable large employers, or ALEs, with over 50 employees, you will see a new field for employees' age on January 1st. This is a required field for only those employers offering individual coverage HRAs. Again, since we do not believe you are offering this type of plan, this field should be left blank. Just a couple reminders. It's very important to know before you begin the process if you are an applicable large employer. This impacts the sections of the Internal Revenue Code under which you will be reporting. An excellent full-time equivalent employee calculator is located at healthcare.gov. Another important reminder is that you must make a reasonable effort, specifically 3 attempts, to collect Social Security numbers. School Care provided listings for missing Social Security numbers in early December 2020. If you haven't already done so, review the listing of covered individuals to see who is missing a Social Security number. Do you have documentation of the 3 attempts to obtain that information? If so, you're all set. Otherwise, continue to make the required 3 reasonable attempts to obtain the missing SSN and then forward along to us at School Care. We also wanted to take this opportunity to remind you of an important update from 2019, which also applies in 2020 as detailed in IRS Notice 2020-76. The individual mandate was repealed on January 1st of 2019, and therefore covered individuals no longer need documentation showing they were enrolled in minimal essential coverage. IRS Notice 2020-76 indicates that no penalties will be assessed for 2020 against a B form filer for not furnishing the B forms to covered individuals, provided two requirements are met. First, a notice must be posted prominently on your website stating that an individual's B form is available and can be requested at any time. This notice must include an email address and physical address where the request can be sent and a phone number where individuals can get additional information. Second, you must provide any requested form within 30 days of the request. Keep in mind that this transition relief applies only to small employers with less than 50 full-time equivalent employees and does not relieve employers of the requirement to file the B forms to the IRS by the reporting deadline. When it comes to reporting, it is very important each year for applicable large employers to consider the three affordability safe harbors. The safe harbors are a way to indicate to the IRS that the coverage the employer provided is affordable. This can eliminate any employer responsibility penalties that may otherwise be assessed when an employee receives a federal subsidy for health coverage through the marketplace. The safe harbor affordability threshold for 2020 is 9.78% using any of the three methods following: Form W-2 wages, rate of pay, or the federal poverty line. If you can use the federal poverty line safe harbor, meaning that the employee cost share for the lowest cost self-only coverage offered is less than $103.99 per month, it will reduce the administrative burden when reporting. To use the safe harbors, the employer must offer school care coverage to at least 95% of full-time employees and their dependents. You may use different safe harbors for varying employee classes, such as bargaining groups. And remember, the key is the affordability test applies to the lowest cost, self-only school care coverage available to the employee and not the actual coverage enrolled. As far as reporting deadlines, remember that regardless of school care's plan year being July to June, employers must report based on the IRS calendar year. Individual statements for your employees, COBRA participants, and early retirees have already been delayed from January 31st to March 2nd, 2021. However, reporting to the IRS has not been delayed. If you're a paper filer, you must report by February 28th, 2021. Those who e-file and those employers that are required to e-file due to 250 or more full-time equivalent employees must file by March 31st of 2021. If there is an extenuating circumstance that you can show good cause for requesting an extension for reporting to the IRS, be sure to file Form 8809 on or before the February 28th or March 31st, 2021 deadlines as applicable. This reporting is not optional. If an employer does not provide the correct statements to employees, there is a $280 fine for each return, and if not filed with the IRS, there is an additional $280 fine for each return. Don't forget, penalty enforcement continues. Letter 226-J is issued to ALEs that the IRS determines for at least 1 month in the year experienced one or more employees who received a premium tax credit through the healthcare marketplace. We have assisted several school care employer groups with reducing or eliminating penalties exceeding $1 million. We have a few updated resources as you begin to prepare documents, so don't hesitate to utilize these links to find important information such as the IRS 2020 Transition Relief Notice, forms, and other instructions. This concludes the first portion of this presentation, providing a higher level overview of the IRS Form 1094 or 1095 reporting, along with the 2020 updates and reminders. If you are newer to the IRS health coverage reporting required by the ACA, or just need a refresher of how to complete the forms, we have a separate recorded webinar with examples located at schoolcare.org, located on the webinars page under the Resources tab. Of course, please do not hesitate to reach out to Lisa, Melissa, or Jessica with any follow-up questions. Thank you.